Imagine waking up one day and realizing that the fat around your belly is not just affecting how you look, but quietly damaging your health from the inside. This type of fat is strongly linked to serious conditions like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and metabolic problems. And the worst part? Many people are trying hard to lose it, but still not seeing results. So what's going wrong? In this video, you're going to learn a complete beginner-friendly, step-by-step plan to lose belly fat based on real science, not myths, not shortcuts, and definitely not fake quick fixes. But before we jump into the plan, you need to understand one important thing. Not all belly fat is the same. There are actually two main types. The first is subcutaneous fat. This is the soft fat you can pinch with your fingers. It sits just under your skin. The second type is visceral fat, and this is the dangerous one. It surrounds your internal organs like the liver and intestines. Visceral fat is more metabolically active, which means it releases harmful substances that can increase inflammation, disrupt hormones, and raise your risk of disease. And here's something most people don't know. Even people who look slim from the outside can have high visceral fat. This is sometimes called skinny fat. So losing belly fat is not just about appearance. It's about protecting your long-term health. Your body loses fat as a whole, not from one specific area. But don't worry, that doesn't mean you're stuck with belly fat. It just means you need the right strategy. And that's exactly what this plan is going to give you. In the next part, we'll start with the most important step, your diet. Because no matter how much you exercise, if your diet is wrong, belly fat will not go away. Now let's talk about the most important part of losing belly fat, your diet. You've probably heard the phrase, abs are made in the kitchen. And while that might sound cliche, it's actually very true. Because no matter how much you exercise, if your diet is not controlled, your body will continue to store fat, especially around your belly. So step one is simple. You need to be in a calorie deficit. This means you are consuming fewer calories than your body burns in a day. When this happens, your body is forced to use stored fat for energy. That includes belly fat. But here's where most beginners go wrong. They try to eat as little as possible. This is a mistake. Eating too little can slow down your metabolism, increase hunger hormones, and make your plan impossible to stick to. Instead, focus on eating slightly less, not starving yourself. Now, let's break down what your diet should actually look like. First, increase your protein intake. Protein is extremely important for fat loss. It helps you feel full for longer, reduces cravings, and also helps preserve muscle while you lose fat. Good sources include eggs, chicken, fish, lentils, and yogurt. If your meals are low in protein, you will feel hungry again very quickly, and that often leads to overeating. Second, add more fiber to your diet. Fiber slows down digestion and keeps you full for longer periods of time. It also helps control blood sugar levels, which plays a role in fat storage. Foods rich in fiber include vegetables, fruits, oats, and whole grain. Try to fill at least half of your plate with fiber-rich food. Third, reduce refined sugar and processed foods. Sugary drinks, fast food, and packaged snacks are one of the biggest reasons people struggle with belly fat. These foods cause rapid spikes in blood sugar and insulin, which encourages fat storage, especially in the abdominal area. This doesn't mean you can never enjoy your favorite foods, but it does mean you should limit them and not make them a daily habit. Fourth, don't drink your calories. Soft drinks, energy drinks, and even packaged fruit juices can contain a huge amount of sugar. Switch to water, black coffee, or green tea instead. This simple change alone can significantly reduce your daily calorie intake. And finally, stay consistent. In the next part, we'll move to the second step of the plan, exercise, and I'll show you exactly what kind of workouts actually help reduce belly fat. This is where many people get confused. Some believe doing hundreds of AB exercises will burn belly fat. Others think only running for hours will work. But the truth is, the best approach is a combination of the right types of exercise. Let's break it down simply. First, strength training. If you're not doing any kind of resistance or strength training, you're missing a huge opportunity. Strength training helps you build muscle, and more muscle means your body burns more calories, even when you're resting. This is called increasing your metabolism. You don't need a gym to start. Basic exercises like squats, push-ups, lunges, and planks are more than enough for beginners. Start with 3 to 4 sessions per week, focusing on your full body. Second, cardio. Cardio helps you burn calories and improve your heart health. This includes activities like brisk walking, jogging, cycling, or skipping. If you're a beginner, even 20 to 30 minutes of fast walking daily can make a big difference. The key is consistency. not intensity. Now, let's talk about something more effective. High-intensity interval training, also known as HIIT. HIIT involves short bursts of intense activity followed by short rest periods. For example, 30 seconds of fast running followed by 1 minute of walking. This method burns a lot of calories in a short time and can continue burning calories even after your workout is finished. But here's the important part. HIIT is powerful, but it's not necessary for beginners. If you're just starting, focus on building a habit with simple cardio and strength training first. You can add HIIT later once your fitness improves. Now, what about AB exercises? Exercises like crunches, leg raises, and planks are great for strengthening your core. But remember, they do not directly burn belly fat. What they do is build muscle underneath. So when you lose the fat, your stomach will look more toned and defined. So yes, include core exercises, but don't rely on them alone. Finally, stay active throughout the day. This is something most people ignore. Even if you work out for 1 hour, sitting the rest of the day can slow down your progress. Try to move more, walk more, take the stairs, stretch your body. So, to summarize, combine strength training, cardio, and an active lifestyle. That's the formula that actually works. In the next part, we'll talk about something people often underestimate, sleep and stress, and how they directly affect belly fat. You can have the perfect diet. You can follow the best workout plan. But if your sleep is poor and your stress levels are high, losing belly fat becomes much harder. Let's start with sleep. When you don't get enough sleep, your body's hormones become unbalanced. 2 important hormones are affected, ghrelin and leptin. Ghrelin is the hormone that makes you feel hungry. Leptin is the hormone that tells you that you're full. When you're sleep deprived, ghrelin goes up and leptin goes down. This means you feel hungrier and at the same time, less satisfied after eating. As a result, you end up eating more calories without even realizing it. But that's not all. Lack of sleep also increases insulin resistance, which makes it easier for your body to store fat, especially around your belly. Now let's talk about stress. When you are stressed, your body releases a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is useful in short-term situations, but when it stays high for a long time, it can lead to increased fat storage. And guess where this fat is most likely to go? Around your abdomen. Chronic stress can also trigger emotional eating. You may start craving high sugar, high fat foods as a way to cope with stress. This creates a cycle that makes belly fat even harder to lose. So what can you do? First, aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep every night. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time daily. Avoid using your phone right before sleep and keep your room dark and quiet. Second, manage your stress. You don't need anything complicated. Simple habits like deep breathing, short walks, listening to calming music, or even talking to someone you trust can help reduce stress levels. Because when your sleep improves and your stress is under control, your body becomes much more efficient at burning fat. In the next and final part, we'll put everything together into a simple step-by-step daily plan you can actually follow. Now let's bring everything together into a simple, practical daily plan you can actually follow, because information is useful, but only if you can apply it in real life. So here's what a beginner-friendly day could look like. Start your morning with a balanced meal that includes protein and fiber. For example, eggs with vegetables or oats with some fruit and yogurt. This helps control your hunger and keeps your energy stable throughout the day. During the day, focus on eating simple, whole foods. Try to include a source of protein in every meal. Add vegetables for fiber and reduce sugary or highly processed foods. Drink plenty of water and avoid drinking your calories. When it comes to activity, aim to move your body every day. If you're a beginner, start with 20 to 30 minutes of brisk walking. Then, 3 to 4 times a week, include basic strength training exercises like squats, push-ups, and planks. As your body adapts, you can slowly increase intensity or try more advanced workouts. Also, remember to stay active outside of workouts. Walk more, sit less, and keep your body moving throughout the day. Now, let's talk about your night routine. Try to have your last meal at least 2 to 3 hours before going to bed. Avoid heavy meals late at night as they can affect your sleep. Create a simple sleep routine. Reduce screen time, relax your mind, and aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep. And don't forget stress management. Even a few minutes of relaxation each day can make a difference. Now, here's the most important thing you need to remember. This is not a quick process. You will not lose belly fat in a few days or even a couple of weeks. But if you follow these steps consistently, your body will change. Fat loss is slow, but it's predictable. Stay consistent, stay patient, and trust the process. Because real results come from habits, not shortcuts. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe to Animated Health Lab for more science-based health content. And remember, you don't need perfection, you just need consistency. Start today, and your future self will thank you.